my goodness. Well, just got home. Puppies had their spa day, and they're looking much better. You feel better? Yeah, happy guy. So anyway, this afternoon I will be doing Hoga Lishi Day. And somebody said on the Guthrie thing, old news. Well, it wasn't old news when I did the reading yesterday. So go ahead and do a quick read this morning. Just see what it's got to say. Let's see a subject here. Okay. So the subject is the pain, mental, physical pain that's going on when it comes to wanting a victory. So this could be about a number of things. I just saw the Adam Mockler thing a few minutes ago with Pam Bondi out there and trying just to sidestep any question. She wouldn't apologize to the victims. They refused to meet with them. She gives that big speech, well, anybody that's got anything can get a hold of our department and we'll be happy to talk with them and yada, yada. And then she said, and they asked the victims to stand up, and how many have not spoken with the department. The department refuses to speak with them, and every single one of them. So bad. So this is about an action. Mentally tied up when it comes to an action. Above it, choice made in life. Things being blocked. Underneath of it, trying to figure out the next move. So, what's being cut when it comes to this new action? The direction, mentally tied up with a direction. Hard-won lesson. The health, mentally tied up when it comes to the health. Slow walking things. Trying to protect, and we have this explosive things happening when it comes to women. So victory, figuring out the next move when it comes to the women. So I think this has to do with the Epstein stuff, not the Guthrie thing. The pain of this, choices made in life to block it. This actions going forward is to just occlude this stuff. Slow walking. And the other side we have the explosive thing, the direction. Painful direction and cutting the health of this. Because they keep asking Bondi and she just keeps sidestepping and fighting with them and not answering one question. Not one thing was answered. Well, I'm going to answer it the way I want to, and she's not answering anything. There was no answer. So let's go ahead and look at the energy of this, and I'll use the tarot with that for asking the energy of it. So the energy of it, first thing is about Republicans. Could be the family, but Republicans in this case, yeah, when it comes to the lovers. Okay. What they're trying to sell that's coming out to the American public. Above it, again, wanting to think they're in a position of power above it all, and thinking they can continue to get away with this. So the direction, okay, all this, thinking they're above it, and the theft, trying to get away with it. Energy coming into it, figuring out the next move, with things moving, okay, direction, things coming in, more investigation, looking deeper, wanting a victory, going forward. The energy is about their delusion, okay, things done by the dark of night, deception, etc., in what they're trying to build. When it comes to the Epstein files and the White House, okay? But unfortunately, the truth is coming out, okay? It is a tower moment for Pam Bondi and the White House because she's got the evidence in hand. When it comes to what's being handed out, she is stalling, okay? But the wheel is turning. When it comes to her ongoing attempts at manipulation, when it comes to the evidence for the long term, the Chariot, things are in motion. When it comes to controlling the evidence in what's being juggled, and the choices made, this is the action that she is doing herself. When it comes to the truth, the strength of an agreement, when it comes to being mentally tied up with all of the evidence, okay, a wealth of evidence, the burden of justice, okay? There's the burden of justice. So much a wealth of evidence, okay, the justice, the burden, the wealth of evidence that she continues to tie up, unwilling to see the truth, unwilling to release the files in the correct way, an agreement when it comes to strength of the truth and her actions that she's doing and not doing, of juggling this stuff, of controlling when it comes to the evidence. This is moving when it comes to the long term and her attempted manipulations. The wheel is turning on her stall tactics in what's being handed out and the evidence she's got in hand. It's a tower moment, and those swords are not going to go away. That truth is going to continue to come out, okay? So again, above it, more investigations into those in power, Pam Bondi especially, and Patel, and those that think they're beyond it when it comes to the Epstein files, foundation of victory, when it comes to what they're trying to get away with, okay? Looking at the things they're carrying, what they've got, what they're leaving behind when it comes to the White House. Trying to figure out the next move, starting to move. We have Republicans, etc., and what they're trying to sell. We have this, again, this deception, the things done by the dark of night of what they're trying to build. When it comes to the Epstein, the sexual drama, etc., and what's coming out to America, what's being birthed. So yeah, she's doing all she can to not answer any questions, to be rude, crude, obnoxious, and thinking that she is insulated. But got news for her. When this administration is done, her ass is grass and they're the lawnmowers. Say goodbye to your career, Bondi. I hope you've enjoyed your power and your hatred that you've been showing, okay, for the last as much time as you're in office there, but the rest of your life is gone right down the toilet. On that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online, and I will see you over at Hogarth's this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in.